Obviously, it wasn't just Daljan's mum that played a big part in raising an amazing individual. So can we give a big round of applause to the aunties, uncles, friends, the whole community. How I met Daljan, pretty much, me and Wo are the same age. I grew up with Wo. We all grew up in Camden together, so we was in the same class. Me and Wo's relationship growing up, I think we was like 6 years old in the same class. Me and Wo got into fights all day, every day. I don't know why, we just never got along. But Daljan, complete opposite. I don't know how me and Daljan first spoke, but my earliest memory of Daljan was I was in year 6 and he was in year 3, year 4. And we, at lunchtime, I don't know why, but he'd always just be next to me and we'd just be playing football against each other. Always battling and competing against one another 24/7. So yeah, those memories I'll cherish forever. Obviously, I left primary school earlier and he was still at Aloysius, but because he lived local and we both got into basketball at the same time, we eventually started seeing each other every single day. And that's how me, Wo, Jesse's over there, that's one of Daljan's closest brothers as well. We were just always together. So yeah, that's how I came into me and Daljan. Talking about Daljan as a person, honestly, this is the greatest human being I've ever met in my life. I've always said this to you, that this guy had no faults. I never heard him complain, I never heard him speak ill of any other individual. He was always smiling, he was always happy, he was always respectful. Daljan was never around people his age. It was very rare, he was always around people that was older than him. Wherever he went, he was always a little brother to everybody. And I'm grateful that wherever he went, whether it was Camden Cougars, Islington Panthers, Essex, whatever Barstool place he went to, everybody took care of him. So as an example, there's one Barstool player that's at the end of the room. His name's called Luke. He's a very, very good Barstool player. And he's probably the best player on his team. And I know for certain that he took care of Daljan when Daljan was at Essex, same as Victor and other names that you guys know. But yeah, for the most part, Daljan was very cherished in the community. He was very, very loved. And personally, I've never seen anybody get this much love after they've passed away. So yeah, that just sums up Daljan as a person. Daljan's perseverance in basketball, it hasn't been a smooth journey for him. Obviously, he had a massive growth spurt late in his life. At 1 minute he was my height, he was like 5'9", and the next minute he was 6'7". So I don't know, the Sudanese genes is a blessing, a very big blessing. But yeah, Daljan, the story, my favorite memories of Daljan is, I have so many, but these are just coming to my mind now. I didn't write anything, this is all coming from the heart. One of them would be, so Susie, I'm sorry if you don't know this, but Daljan used to leave the house at like 6 a.m. in the morning. We would go from the other side of London. I don't know if you know, my mom didn't know. I was hiding it from my mom. But me, Daljan, Josh, he's in America, unfortunately couldn't be here. Jesse, he's over there in the corner. We would be going to the scariest places in South London just to play basketball and train in the morning. And I just know he wasn't telling me that. He might have told you he was around the corner, but we was traveling far to play basketball and train in the morning. So we was working our ass off. Not only that, Daljan lives across the road from me. We don't live in the best of areas. The areas we live in Camden, there is some nice places, but for the most part, it's a rough area. And there's this alleyway, Susie, I don't know if you know where it is, it's in Morrison's. There's an alleyway, it connects from Camden to Chalk Farm. And from what I used to hear, when we'd leave Daljan and he'd have to go home late in the night, or if he came to our house, like he used to run, because he was so scared. He used to run. And I don't know, what I spoke to Wo recently, and Wo told me that it wasn't Daljan running, it was Wo that was running. So I don't know what the truth is. When I see Daljan one day, I'm gonna ask him. But knowing Daljan, he probably ran too. Yeah, many stories. Even that was when we was young. We was 15, 14. We were really young. Like Daljan was like 12. This is what he was doing. That's how much he loved basketball. He was traveling all around London just to play. Another instance and a memory that I'll cherish forever is even when Daljan was only in about year 11, year 10, me and Daljan, when his season would finish, we'd spend a lot of time in the gym together, training in the night time. Yeah, again, I don't know why, but we'd be traveling outside of Camden just to get gym workouts in. And one thing I can say about Daljan, he truly never complained. Never ever complained. We could be doing the most toughest of workouts. He'd have this ugly look on his face, like he didn't really want to do it, but I promise he wouldn't complain. He would get it done. If you go on my YouTube, you will see on my YouTube videos of Daljan training hard. Like that's just the person that he was. So yeah, Daljan, nothing but respect to him for all those days training. Yeah. What have I taken from Daljan personally? Obviously the pastor, I don't know if it was Pastor Samuel, but he was saying like what could we take from Daljan and install into our life. The first thing for me is not taking life for granted. Daljan didn't take life for granted. He was smiling and chasing his dreams every day. Daljan, like I said just now, he never complained. He got to work. He went to work hard every day. So those are the main two things that I'm taking from Daljan. I wasn't really complaining anyway, but even now that he's passed, I'm trying my hardest to just continuously be grateful for life. And yeah. Speaking about Daljan and his impact in the Sudanese community, 1000% I agree with. I don't know if his name is Pastor Samuel, but the first person that was speaking, 1000%, he left a legacy in Camden. He has friends. He has friends in university. He's played for 4 different basketball teams, all in different areas. I've never seen anyone this loved. He's completely loved in the basketball community and also in the Sudanese community as a whole. So his impact is massive. I've already told you this, Susie. Me and one of Daljan's best friends, Josh, who's in America, he couldn't be here. So he's half Nigerian, I'm half Filipino. We always said, me and Josh, that we wanted to have a charity where we could give back to people, and that could be in any way. It could be building a basketball court, it could be giving coaching sessions to people for free, it could be building a water fountain, anything to just give back to other people, because basketball has given so much to me, Daljan, all of us, like me. Long story short, we're very grateful for what basketball has done for us. It's brought us together, different cultures, different ethnicities, everything. It's brought us together. It's made us extremely respectful to our elders, and we just said that we want to give back. The thing is, when me and Josh had these conversations, we never ever gave it a name. It's just something that was up in the air. Now, we don't have money. It's very tough at a young age to try to do a lot of things and provide for other people. But when Daljan passed away, immediately, I was on the phone with Josh 2 days later, and I said, you know what? It makes sense. It has to be called Daljan. So my charity, me and Josh's charity, is going to be called Daljan Foundation in honor of Daljan. And I promise you, like I told you at the park, and I told you in person, like I promise you, we will not let his name die in any type of way. I can promise you that for a fact. I promise you that. I was very fortunate that I've been abroad to Dubai and Thailand, and I actually tried to do some camps, because what I envisioned and what I would have loved was to have 20 Thai kids screaming Daojan's name and all wearing his shirts. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to get done because of kids being in school. But I'm just letting you know that plans are being planned, like things are in the works, so things will be happening to honour his name. Yeah, that's pretty much all I really have to say. Yeah, to Daojan, I miss you, I love you so much. You always be a little brother to me, and yeah, like seeing this Sudanese community, seeing how tight everybody is, it's beautiful to see. And I'm just grateful to be a part of it, grateful to call you guys my family too. So yeah.
Beautiful words there, James, man.